Shane. I'm glad to see you came back today. Thank you for coming back. How's your week been going?
Um, the week, I guess it was fine. I don't know.
Okay. So sometimes I wanted to bring this up, but sometimes after the first session, some thoughts or memories might come up. Um, last time we kind of just scratched the surface a little bit, and sometimes there's stuff that feels heavy or confusing for us. Um, and that might come and go, and I just want you to know that that's probably what may happen.
Mhm.
Have you noticed anything like that this past week since we last met?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
I I don't I don't want my dad to come up here, and he keeps trying to come up here. He keeps calling my mom, and I don't want to see him.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes, people carry things that feel stuck, maybe like some memories or experiences that are hard to shake. And I just want you to know that, I want to make sure we understand each other and understand what you've been through, but in a way that makes you feel safe. Okay. So, on your own time, take as long as you want, but I want to make sure that we understand each other and what you've been going through so I can help you appropriately.
I'm not going through it anymore. I can't.
Okay.
I don't live there anymore. So everything's everything's supposed to be fine now, but I still can't sleep at night,
All
and I
right. So
don't
you can,
understand why.
all right. Well, we can explore that a little bit more. Um, so it sounds like maybe, okay. So what I'm hearing is you don't want dad to come back.
No,
Okay. Whatever happened to you is not happening to you currently.
no.
Okay. All right. So at least we're safe. Um, and like
But
I
if she
said,
lets him
nothing.
back, I won't. If she lets him back, I won't be safe at night anymore. And she doesn't
Okay.
know. And she doesn't know. And my grandma, she didn't believe me. And my grandpa was supposed to protect me, but he he just made it worse.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Thank you for sharing that with me. Is there anything else you want to let me know
What do you want to know?
where I could maybe help you?
You won't believe me either.
Oh, I'm here to believe you. I'm here to make sure you're safe. So you can talk to me freely and openly. If we need a minute, we can take a minute and we can do maybe a short activity together. Um, and you don't have to go into any details right now about anything that happened. Um, but it's a short activity that I would like us to do together. It's a list of things that some kids and teens may go through. Maybe some things that you may be going through. Um, it's short, simple. All you have to do is tell me yes or no. If something has ever happened to you, you don't have to tell me the whole story. You don't have to get into details, just yes or no, unless you want to disclose anything else. Does that
Okay.
sound okay?
Okay. What's
Okay.
the first question?
All right. So let me just pull that up for you. Okay, so let's start here. So the first question I have for you is, have you ever seen people pushing, hitting, um, throwing things at each other, or stabbing, shooting, or trying to hurt each other?
Sometimes when my parents would fight, they would throw things at each other.
Okay.
That was a long time ago, though. And if they didn't really push each other much, but just Like I remember one time my mom threw a plate at my dad and it broke.
All
But
right.
most of the
Okay.
time they were just yelling at each other.
Got it. All right. So the next question is, has someone ever really hurt you? Um, like hit you, punched you, kicked you really hard with their hands, maybe a belt or any other object?
Like hitting, no, but what they did still hurts. Like just makes me feel icky.
Okay, we'll continue on then. So my next question is going to be a little sensitive. So listen to the words carefully and answer on your own time, okay, Shane? Has someone ever touched you on the parts of your body that a bathing suit covers in a way that made you feel uncomfortable? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because
Go ahead.
that's he used my dad like it started like when I started to when my boobs started to grow in, but he used to come in the middle of the night and like touch them. And
Okay,
sometimes like the other part of the bathing suit. And one night my grandpa caught him and he yelled and he screamed and he pulled him out of there. And I thought that it was going to stop. But then it was like my grandfather would just be in the room every night. Like he would just come in and just like be there. And at first I thought he was trying to protect me. Though sometimes I would hear him like breathing. And sometimes he would be closer to me. And some of the nights he would touch me just like my dad did too.
okay. I'm sorry to hear that, and I know it must be rough. I know it's hard. Um, Nobody should ever be touching you in those places at all. Um, but I want to work with you through this, uh, and make sure that we can get you some help, okay?
Are you going to tell my mom?
No, no, I'm not going to tell your mom.
I kind of want her to know, but
Then I will tell it.
I'm afraid that she won't believe me. But and then I'm afraid that she's gonna get back together with my dad, and it's just gonna keep happening. And I don't want to see him again. I don't want it to happen again. I don't want to
Okay.
see any of them again.
Would you feel comfortable if we had a session together with mom? Or would you like me to speak to her privately?
I don't. I, I just don't. Can you tell her I can be there, but I don't want to have to say it again.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We can do that. Do you feel comfortable moving on with the questionnaire?
Yeah.
We can stop if you want. It's up to you.
No, we can keep going.
Okay. All right. So just a couple more questions here. Has anything else very upsetting or scary happened to you? Have you had a loved one close to you pass away? Not enough food to eat, or maybe a serious accident? No? Okay.
I mean, my grandma died, but I wasn't really close to her. That's why my
Okay.
mom was up here.
Yep. Okay. The next set of questions is I'm going to ask you 6 questions, and these questions um are going to scale how often did these things happen to you within the last 30 days? Okay, Shane? So we're just talking about the last 30 days.
Okay.
So have you had any strong feelings in your body when you remember something that happened? For example, sweating, heart beats fast, or feel sick?
Yes.
Um, okay, so would you say we're gonna go on a scale of 1 to 3? Um, well, 0 to 3 actually. So 0 is gonna be never or rarely. 1 to 2 times a month is 1. 1 to 2 times per week is 2. And then 3 times or more per week is 3.
Definitely 3 then.
Okay. All right. How about trying to stay away from people, places, or things that remind you about something that happened?
Well, I guess 1, because he doesn't call all the time, but this week in particular, he's been reaching out to my mom more, and he
Okay.
hadn't been before.
Okay. How about trouble feeling happy?
I mean, I guess that's a 3.
Trouble sleeping?
3.
Hard to concentrate or pay attention?
1 or 2.
Okay. And then the last question I have for you is feeling alone and not close to people around you.
3.
3? Okay.
Except for when I talk to my cousin, but again, she's just getting more busy with school and stuff. Like, she goes a month early, so she's not as available as she used to be.
Gotcha.
She makes me feel
Okay.
less alone.
Okay. So your cousin sounds like a great resource.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all done with the questionnaire. So thank you for trusting me with that. And I just want you to know that you don't have to carry all of this alone, okay, Shane?
Thank you.
Um, so we're nearing the end of our session today. But I just wanted to take a moment before we wrap up. And I wanted to do a quick little grounding exercise. And I want to see if you can name 3 things that you can see around you, 2 things you can feel, and 1 thing you can hear.
Okay. Wait, 3 things I can see and 1 thing I can hear?
Yep.
Um, trees, power lines, pink plant, cars I can hear.
Okay.
What else?
And 2 things you feel.
Oh, I feel a rock and another rock.
Okay. Perfect. So I want you to think about that until we meet in our next session. I want you to think about that activity. And if you start to feel those sensations of your heart racing or feeling, maybe sick to your stomach, I want you to think of that and just look around you and do that activity.
So it doesn't mean I'm in trouble because you said it was a grounding exercise.
Oh, no, no, that's just what we call it.
Okay. Why
Grounds
is
you
it
to
called
your
a grounding exercise if it's just about
So it
seeing
grounds you to
that's
your feelings, right? So it grounds you to the place you're at right now.
oh, like the
We don't want you to
ground.
get lost in the other um feelings that you're having. We don't want you to go down a rabbit hole and kind of just let those feelings take over. So we want to ground you in the moment right now. And we want you to just think about what's happening in the moment.
Okay. So it's not like something I do when I'm grounded. It's something I can do to ground me to the ground.
Correct.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, so
Thank
just take note of that, do that, and just, see how you feel. Um, and next time we talk, we can do a little bit more maybe and do some exercises. So when you are feeling those sensations, maybe like a little way to cope with it. That sound
thank you.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's 1 thing you're looking forward to this weekend? Do you have anything planned?
I got I got new color pencils. So I'm gonna
Awesome.
use those.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's gonna end our session. And I will get with you sometime this week to schedule our appointment for next week. How does that sound?
That works. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, Shane. So you take care and I'll see you next week, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.